Hey, it's your girl Jan Jan, and you know, I have been MIA. I have not been living my soft life, okay? I mean, listen, life has been lifing, okay? Life just has been lifing. And 2025 was both good and bad to me. And today I want to talk about burnt out, the kind nobody wants you about, the kind that doesn't look like quitting a job, like the kind that looks like bleeding on the people you love the most, right? So a few months ago, last year, I think around summer, my son he fell and broke his thigh bone, and it was just like, it was really hard, um I had to stay in the hospital with him like the entire time. I think he was there for like 3 or 4 days, and I never left except like when I went home to make him food and come back. And it was just me. It was like no family nearby or no friends or anything. I mean, thankfully, I had someone that came and she helped me for like 2 weeks, and those were like the two hardest weeks. So thankfully she was there. And after that, it was just like me figuring it out. I worked, I came home, I cooked, I cleaned, I helped him move, shower, heal, and then I did it again the next day and the next day and the next day. No breaks, no day off, no pause in between. But here's something that nobody tells you, that burnt out doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it doesn't feel like weakness, it feels like responsibility. It feels like being strong. It feels like I'll rest later. I didn't realize I was burnt out. I thought I was tired. I thought I was just doing what I had to do. But slowly I started snapping. I started getting irritated at people who just didn't deserve it. The people who were closest to me, like the safest people, became the people catching my frustration. And not because I didn't love them, but because I was just empty. You know, it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about this, but it's real. Like when you're burnt out and you don't know it, you you don't bleed where you hurt. You bleed where you feel safe. You snap at your family member. You get short with your friends. You withdraw or lash out at people who love you the most. And later you think, why did I act like that? That's not me. But it was you. You just hadn't rested in so long that survival became your personality. So my wake up call was my wake up call didn't come gently at all. My wake up call came in the ER. I had headache that wouldn't stop. I felt sick. I felt something was off. My stress levels were through the roof. My body finally said to me, girl, if you don't stop, I will. And I remember like leaving the ER, going home. I sat on my couch and I could not move. I literally could not move. My body just would move. I couldn't move my foot, I couldn't move my hands. I thought I was paralyzed. I literally could not move. Okay. And that's when I realized that there's something else going on. Burnt out is not just emotional, it's physical. So your body remembers what your mouth never said, right? And your nervous system keep tracks of every sleepless night, every shallowed feeding, everything, I'll handle it. I'll handle it. That's why I keep telling myself I'll handle it. Like, I was literally running off like no sleep. Literally. And looking back, I wasn't just burnt out from that moment. I was burnt out from years of pushing, years of making sure my child was okay, years of holding it together, years of falling apart because I didn't have the luxury. And when things finally slowed down, when my son started healing, I realized I never gave myself permission to stop. Burnt out doesn't end just because the crisis does. You have to recover. And just when my son thought when my son is still recovering, but he's in a very good place now. And just when I thought like, okay, now I could relax, my nervous system is going to be great, I fell and I broke my wrist. I fell a few weeks ago and I broke my wrist. And the interesting thing is, like, nobody ever wants to break their, like, any parts of them, but breaking my wrist is definitely like a blessing in disguise. And even though I didn't want to break my wrist, I wish this didn't happen, it has given me the opportunity to finally rest. For the last few weeks, I really just have been resting, and I can tell you that I am feeling so much better. I am not as anxious as I was a few weeks ago. My nervous system is finally coming together. It's just like such it's been like the best few weeks of my life. Mark you, I mean, when I first broke my wrist, I was in so much pain, and I was like, thankfully I didn't have to do surgery, and hopefully I don't have to do it. I'm not fully clear, as if I don't know if I'm gonna do surgery, but I'm trusting God that I won't. But breaking my wrist has given me the time to like sit and just rest, and just relax, and it's just been like really amazing. I mean, yeah, I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to like but it really just gave me time to rest, and I really realized that I was burnt out, just going every day, just not taking time to rest, not taking time for my mental health, not taking um care of me, even physically. I look and I saw that I gained so much weight, and it's just like you don't like you're going and you're just like focused on going, like you when you're not taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally, like there's just so much things that just I didn't even realize that was happening with me. And it was me gaining weight. I gained a ton of weight during this period because I was just like so burnt out, and I was like just grabbing whatever I can. I didn't even have time to like make sure I do proper meal prep because I was like, oh, I have to take care of my son, and then I gotta go out to work, and then I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta make sure, I gotta set up his station, I gotta make sure he has everything he needs while I go out because he can. It was just a lot. But if you're thinking, you're tired, I'm tired, but I don't know why, or I love my people, but I keep snapping, please hear me. You're not a bad person. You are not ungrateful. You're not broken. You might just be burnt out. And burnt out doesn't mean you fail. It means you carried too much for too long. So be gentle with yourself. Rest before your body forces you to. And if you've bled on people you love, apologize, explain, and heal. You deserve care too. You're not just survival. So if this resonated with you, you're not alone. If nobody's told you today, You're doing the best you can. Your girl, John John.